kind of shocking that I ended up selling that bag in just less than a year. If I have something in my wardrobe that I'm just not using, I'm not wearing, I am not the type of person to just let it sit there and collect dust. I know I didn't buy a ton of luxury this year, primarily because I have prioritized saving and investing more. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing my best and worst luxury purchases of 2023. If you're new here, hi, my name is Raisa, and if you're not new here, hi and welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to do this video because this is one of my favorite videos to watch here on YouTube, and I'm so excited to share with you guys my best and worst luxury purchases of this year, especially in the luxury space, because I know that luxury is very expensive. So it's always a really good indication that if you have loved something throughout the year, it means that it is worth it, and cost per wear is going down. So we love that on this channel. So getting right into the first item, it is a pair of sunglasses from Celine. I never thought of myself as someone who would be buying, I guess, luxury sunglasses or designer sunglasses, because I feel like you could probably get something similar for half the price, but I fell in love with the shape of these sunglasses, and they are a bit of a cat eye situation. They were featured on the runway in 2020, and they still had them available when I was looking this year. But yes, these are just a pair of Celine sunglasses, and I love how classic they look. And I've lived in this pair for the entirety of the summer. I feel like I didn't have to get another pair of sunglasses. These were a little bit pricey. I think they came up to like $460 or $480, but I have no regrets, and I'm so glad that I picked them up this year. The next thing is, I guess, considered luxury because it is still a pretty high price point, but it's not as expensive as most of my designer handbags. But it is this Dragon Diffusion triple jump bag that I purchased earlier this year. I think I purchased this at the end of summer, and I wish I purchased it in the beginning of summer because it's such a summer bag, even though the color is this rich chocolate color. I love this bag so much. It's essentially just an open tote. I have a couple things in here right now, but it is the perfect size. You can still put it like under the crook of your arm pretty easily. I wore this recently to the office. I did make a review that I can post here for you guys. In that video, I tried to see if a laptop would fit in here, and it does. And it's not something that I would use every day for work and put my laptop in. I think that would ruin the bag. I really, really love this bag. It made me fall in love with the Dragon Diffusion brand, and I'm now looking at other bags that they have. I really like their totes, and I was thinking about the Japan tote. I was talking about that in a previous wish list video of mine, and I still really want that Japan tote. But yes, this triple jump Dragon Diffusion bag has been one of my favorite purchases this year, and the price point is really good. It's only, I think, $400, which pricing is relative. I know that's a lot of money still, but in comparison to other like designer brands, this is on the more affordable end. Third thing on the list, it's something that I featured in my most recent video about my recent pickups. I will post that video over here, and I said that this is my favorite thing that I ever bought this year, which is really saying a lot, but I think it's so true. I have fallen in love with this item, and it is the Tote wool coat. This is the best wool coat that I've ever had, and I had to sell a couple coats from my closet, which is fine because I never really wore those. And this one I honestly wear every day when it's not raining here in Vancouver, but the quality of it is amazing. The cut and the design and the style is amazing. It almost goes down to your ankles, and I just think that it's the most perfect wool coat. And then the last thing under the best category for luxury items has to be my Cartier Tank Louis watch. If you have been along for the ride, you know that I recently purchased this, I think in April, just before they had the price increase. And I'm so glad that I did it then, because I think the price increase would have increased it by around like $1,500, and this is already very, very expensive, so I think that would have just priced me out. But I knew that the Cartier Tank Louis, especially with this combination of the gold and the brown alligator strap, was my perfect watch. And I'm actually thinking about getting an alternate strap. I went to the store the other day to try on the green strap, and I'll post a photo here to show you guys what that looks like. But yes, this has to be on the list for this year. This is also my priciest purchase ever, I think. I don't think I've ever purchased anything more than how much this was. Hermes. So this is my baby. I honestly wear it every single day. It matches with every single thing that I wear, even if I'm just casual with just jeans and a t-shirt. But yes, this is the Cartier Tank Louis watch in the size small. Now on to the not so great things that I purchased this year. I think one of the things in here will shock you because it's something that I have wanted for a long time and it just didn't work out for me. So I will maybe end with that one, but the first thing that I do want to talk about are the Hermes Chypre sandals. So I did purchase the Chypre sandals earlier this year. Just feels like so long ago because I think I purchased them back in March. I got them in the black color. I'm not holding them up here now because I did end up selling them. If I have something in my wardrobe that I'm just not using, I'm not wearing, I am not the type of person to just let it sit there and collect dust. I will sell it immediately. So I sold those shoes and I'm so glad that I did because now someone else is enjoying them as opposed to them just sitting in my closet. Those sandals, there's nothing really wrong with them. I think they're just not my style anymore. I know dad sandals were a really big thing, I think in 2021, 2022. And I wanted to kind of hop on the trend. Now that the trend has come and gone, I realized that this is not a trend that I want to bring into my personal style. And then the final thing that I want to talk about is a handbag. And I have done many reviews on this handbag already. And I think that if you have been following along, you would know kind of how I've been feeling about this handbag. So the one that I'm talking about is the Goyard Artois Tote. Again, as you can see, I don't have that handbag with me to show you guys because I very, very recently sold it. I ended up putting it up on Poshmark and it got sold, I think, earlier this week. So I had just very recently shipped it. But I have been kind of going back and forth about this decision because obviously Goyard is a brand that not everyone can just buy. It's not like they have boutiques that you can just walk into. I think they definitely have less than 30 boutiques. And I actually purchased this bag in Paris and I wanted it for my 30th birthday. So it is a special bag to me, but it was a bag that I never picked up. I don't know why I never picked it up, but I imagined myself bringing it to work because it is a pretty big tote that fits my laptop. And I used it a couple times and I just didn't love wearing it for some reason. I think it might be the logo that it had on it felt a little bit too loud for me, even though I was kind of going back and forth in my head of like, it's not really loud because not many people know what that is, but there are some people who know what that is. So I don't know. I think there was just kind of like an internal battle within me of like, I'm moving away from logos, but before I know I used to be really into logos. So I had that internal battle within myself for many months. And then I realized like, no, I haven't picked this bag up in months and I need to sell it because it can't just sit in my wardrobe. So that's essentially the reason why I ended up selling it. The bag is amazing. It's very functional and it's just something that I never personally picked up, but I'm so glad that I ended up selling it and it is now with an owner who will love it more than I will. Kind of shocking that I ended up selling that bag in just less than a year. But it just goes to show that I am editing my personal style and know that that money can go somewhere else, whether I invest it or I put it into my emergency fund or I do something else with it. But yeah, I sent that bag off earlier this week and I have no regrets. That is it. I know I didn't buy a ton of luxury this year, primarily because I have prioritized saving and investing more. And I just feel like I have enough. I have enough of everything that I need and I don't need any more. But it's not to say that I won't be buying luxury next year. I do have a wish list going for next year, but those are all of the things that I have purchased this year and the ones that I have kept and loved and the ones that I didn't really use and have sold since then. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please make sure you're subscribed down below and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.